Hey everybody, welcome to AiDIY. AiDIY, the AI music guy. The website's AiDIY.tech. If you want to submit songs to consider for review for my 5 featured, go to the website AiDIY.tech/contact. Now today, I want to do a bit of a review of Suno 4.5. Now I've waited a couple weeks because when I did my Suno version 4, I just wanted to be first. I wanted to get it out there and I wasn't too happy with the results. Like I got the quickest results, found my first findings and sort of put it out there. They were mostly, I mostly stand by what I said in there, but I wanted to wait a little bit till I used 4.5 and I kind of came to the point where it's not necessary to review. Like 4.5 overall is just superior. Like there's been some talk in the Facebook groups and in the Discords and things, and the negative stuff about it, I don't see them as legitimate content. I don't see them as legitimate contributors. A lot of times in those groups, it's people that are just trying to stir things up. I think mostly people have been pretty unanimous with how good it is. Now, there's a couple things that I've come back to where I've found that they're not necessarily great, and that's what I wanted to review here. And that is the covers feature and the remaster features. So if you're interested in seeing that and you want to see how it looks and you haven't even heard of those before, this might be your first introduction to those two features within Suno, stay tuned. Cool, so what I'm going to do is what I'll try to do is share my screen here. This is my song, Boston Irish. Now it's done in like a humorous Gaelic tone. It's about how Boston people identify themselves as Irish. But I'll just give you a bit of a clip of that and then I'll sort of change it in a couple different ways. I have done the cover song version and I'll explain that to you, but I'll just quickly play a bit of this song.
I was born in Boston, a town with lots of pride. But deep down inside me, there's something I can't hide. It's not my accent, not my socks tattoo you can see. I think it's just something my father said to me. I'm from Boston, so I think I'm Irish. Clovers in my heart, Guinness in my dish. I identify as Gaelic, can't you see? Though I've never left America, Irish lives in me.
Great, that's my song. Now, I grew up in Massachusetts. It was just sort of a bit of a joke. Everybody, I'm Irish. I always think it's funny to say you identify as Irish. And even like my background's Polish and French, and I always tell my mother, no, you identify as Polish. Don't kill I am the messenger. But that's that. So what Covers does is allows you to take a song that you have and reimagine it to a different song. There's different sort of reasons for that. I've seen people do copyright music with that, which you're not, I guess, technically supposed to do. People could maybe argue with me on that one. I've explicitly looked up and you shouldn't, but take your chances, do what you want to do. What I like the idea of Suno Covers for is sometimes like I have a song and it's really good, the melody is really good, because I do satirical stuff and it's all kind of different genres. I like to do it because, oh no, I've got this song and it's really good and Suno's not messing up the lyrics, the melody's good, the timing's good, but I don't like the genre. Let me try different genres. Instead of trying to get lucky with it being good every single time, you've got it good, you just, the genre doesn't match. And a lot of that could just be with other stuff we talked about on this channel, where the context and the framing and the way the song is formed doesn't work at that genre. You might try it with other ones. But let's do this, right? And I'll show you how to do the covers, and then I'll show you a couple examples of what I've done. Here we are. Here's my Boston Irish song. You go into the song. You just click on it within the create section, wherever you are. Generally, you should know how to get to here. And then you want to go to here, create cover song, okay? Now, obviously, it's a Gaelic whatever thing here. I want to reimagine it as reggae. And again, this is a review of 4.5. We're going to see the results. My understanding is version 4.0 did covers a lot better. For a lot of people, obviously I've done a few here and there, but some people do it a lot. I've done it rarely. Let's just give an example. If I try to change this from Gaelic to reggae, and I don't know how to spell reggae, so hopefully it'll help. Apparently I do know how to spell it. Cool. Then you go create. I'll show you my 2 initial, right? I'll show you all 4 of these and you tell me whether it's good or bad in the comments on these.
I was born in Boston, a town with lots of pride. But deep down inside me, there's something I can't hide. It's not my accent, not my socks tattoo you can see. I think it's just something my father said to me. I'm from Boston, so I think I'm Irish. Clovers in my heart, Guinness in my dish.
I'm going to be honest, not what I asked for, but this song was done in possibly Suno version 3.5. So the clarity of it is actually a little bit better, but it's not what I asked for. It's not reggae, right? But it's like, as far as like a song, like a Boston Irish doing his reggae, I was not going to cover it, but I actually don't mind the song. It's actually kind of nice. Let's do the next one.
I'm from Boston, so I think I'm Irish. Clovers in my heart, Guinness in my dish. I identify as Gaelic, can't you see? Though I've never left America, Irish lives in me. I was born in Boston, a town with lots of pride.
In this case, it's maintaining a little bit of that Gaelic thing. It's got some weird sounds in it. You know, instead of playing the next one, what I'm going to do, remaster that 3.5 song into a 4.5, because I want to show you that remastering. See how it works from 3.5 to 4.5, and then we'll see if we can do the cover properly, right? So this is going to test out the two things that I wanted to do, which is the remaster. Now, remaster, obviously, as the words suggest, it's taking one of the old Suno songs from a prior version and remastering it to the new version, or creating that same exact song in a new version. I've done it from 3.5 to 4.0, and I may have demonstrated. I've definitely published some songs in that way. I've done it here with unpublished songs, and it's great. I've heard a lot of bad stuff from 4.0 to 4.5, but let's try 3.5 to 4.5, which should be an even bigger example. Actually, what I'll do is I'll do it on screen so you can see what it looks like, and then we'll hear it, and then we'll see if we can remaster and see if it picks up on any of the reggae stuff. So what we do is we get into the song, the right one. Make sure you're in the right song. And you go to create, remaster to 4.5. So I'm going to go right from 3.5 to 4.5. See how this works. This may be the issue that people have been having, is trying to go right from 3.5 to 4.5. Celtic folk, yep, so that's all the right. Here we go. We're going to listen to this one.
I was born in Boston, a town with lots of pride. But deep down inside me, there's something I can't hide. It's not my accent, not my socks tattoo you can see.
So right off the bat, like, it's not fantastic. Like, it's got that little bit of a vibrato sound in the back. People have been saying that some of the emotion is lost in 4.5, but you know, this is Suno, so let's not go with the first version.
I was born in Boston, a town with lots of pride. But deep down inside me, there's something I can't hide. It's not my accent, not my socks tattoo you can see.
I do not like it at all. The remaster, you know, from 3.5 to 4.0 was clear cut. They were better songs. And again, it lost a little bit of the emotion. What I'll try to do is try to go from I'm from Boston, so I think I'm Irish, Boston Irish, from 3.5 to 4.0, see how that sounds, and then I'll try to go from 4.0 to 4.5. Cool. So I'm just confirming I'm on the right song now. If you don't start playing here, the one that you go and you press the buttons on here, it's going to be the previous version. So make sure you're on the right one. So I'm going to do this now. I'm going to go create, remaster to 4.0.
I was born in Boston, a town with lots of pride. But deep down inside me, there's something I can't hide. It's not my accent, not my socks tattoo you can see. I think it's just something my father said to me. I'm from Boston, so I think I'm Irish. Clovers in my heart, Guinness in my dish. I identify as Gaelic, can't you see? Though I've never left America, Irish lives in me. I don't own a passport, no need to roam, 'cause everyone in Southie calls this Ireland home. My DNA, sure it's just a technicality. You say I'm American, but that's not my reality.
So that's better. Version 4, way better than going from 3.5 to 4.5. Now, I can't say that I confirm definitely in that remaster process that 4.5 is trash, but 4.5 has been trash definitely in this example in the two that I've shown. So let's just see if we can go from 4 to 4.5. So I just want to do an experiment here where I'm checking if 3.5 to 4 improves it, which is does better than 3.5 to 4.5. Now let's just see if version 4 to 4.5 fixes that like shimmering that we want to call it, or the vibrato, or it was trash. Let's just check it out. Okay, let's check out remastered from 4 to 4.5 in the good one.
I was born in Boston, a town with lots of pride, but deep down inside me there's something I can't hide. It's not my accent, not my socks tattoo you can see. I think it's just something my father said to me. I'm from Boston, so I think I'm Irish. Clovers in my heart. I was born in Boston, a town with lots of pride, but deep down inside me there's something I can't hide. It's not my accent, not my socks tattoo you can see. I think it's just something my father said to me. I'm from Boston, so I think I'm Irish. Clovers in my heart, Guinness in my dish. I identify as Gaelic, can't you see? Though I've never left America, Irish lives in me. I don't own a passport, no need to roam, 'cause everyone in Southie calls this Ireland home. My DNA, sure it's just a technicality. You say I'm American, but that's not my reality. I'm from Boston, so I think I'm Irish. I was born.
Not sure why it cut off there. I didn't. It says 4 minutes. Now, my original song was just under 3 minutes. You can imagine what that last minute in Suno might sound like. I'm not even going to bother. It's just going to be gibberish. Regardless, like in my opinion, and I don't know if maybe I'll have the links in here. You can judge on your own. I don't think 3.5 to 4 was a clear cut improvement in some ways, just at least in the clarity. I think the original version is still better. I spent a lot of time getting the right version on that. 3.5 to 4.5 was, in my opinion, awful. And then 3.5 to 4 to 4.5, like, it's not as bad as 3.5 to 4.5, but to me, it's definitely not better than the original. But it was better than the 3.5 to 4.5 in my view. The 3.5 to 4.5 was awful. There was some kind of ugly moments in the 4 to 4.5, but it's a little better. But in these examples, I mean, I won't bother wasting my time trying to go from 3.5 to 4.5. In the comments, go ahead and tell me if if you've had a different experience. I've had things coming to me, which is why I made this video, to say that there was some weird stuff happening. It wasn't necessarily that good. So I wouldn't say this is definitive. Maybe it needs a bigger scale, or a bigger sample. But in my experience, when I was going before 4.5 came out, when I was remastering from 3.5 to 4.0, you didn't need anywhere near 4 or 5 samples to get a better output. Pretty much within 1 or 2 from going to 3.5 to 4 was all you needed. So in at least that regard, it's not as good. So I don't even know if I'm going to bother covering. Well, why not? We'll finish up the experiment. These last two here are, I guess, the best examples, the version 4.5s that I have there. So let's just try to cover these songs, and we'll end it on that. We'll see how that ends. Okay, cool. So we're going to do a reggae version. Let's see if it can pick up on reggae. And we're going to create.
I was born in Boston, a town with lots of pride. But deep down inside me, there's something I can't hide. It's not my accent, not my socks tattoo you can see. I think it's just something my father said to me. I'm from Boston, so I think I'm Irish. Clovers in my heart, Guinness in my dish.
Yeah, it's something funny if you think about it, right? Like they say, like the song structure, Suno picks up on things, right? Like it could just be that I mean, I've made it very clearly Irish, and Suno's not understanding. What do you mean reggae or whatever? Let me just add another. I'll add another style description in here. Jamaican accent. Let's see. We'll create. We'll give it a chance. Let's see.
I was born in Boston, a town with lots of pride. But deep down inside me, there's something I can't hide. It's not my accent, not my socks tattoo, you can see. I think it's just something my father said to me. I'm from Boston, so I think I'm Irish. Clovers in my heart.
Okay, we always give Suno the benefit of the doubt with a second song.
I was born in Boston, a town with lots of pride. But deep down inside me, there's something I can't hide. It's not my accent, not my socks tattoo you can see. I think it's just something my father said to me. I'm from Boston, so I think I'm Irish. Clovers in my heart, Guinness in my dish. I identify.
Okay, that's our experiment. I don't think it sort of works too well. I don't think it was a very fair trial. Let me just see if I can get something in that's not so dramatically different. Okay, here's my song, Total Looser. Well, anyway, if you want to check it, go to Praise Be Vinyl. You can see the full version. It's a rock song. It's a metal song. Just check it out. You're going to hear it, and then I'll try to do a remaster.
He was the class clown, always last in line, the biggest letdown. But now he's the king with a wrench in his hand, losing jaws across the land.
One thing this makes clear to me is I had this song remastered and I've already heard it like 200 times. Definitely makes it clear to me what remastering does, because that sounds awful compared to my remastered version. I'm going to cover this song because it's not dramatically different than, say, like country, the way that it's formed. So we'll make it a country song. It kills me, but I will. Here we go, country rock. This shouldn't be so drastically different as Gaelic to reggae. So let's check it out.
He was the class clown, always last in line, the biggest letdown. But now he's the king with a wrench in his hand, losing jaws across the land. You laughed at him. High school, he was the class clown, always.
Yeah, I just don't like any results that I got so far. So that's my review of Suno 4.5. There's been a whole bunch of other reviews from other people. I didn't want to, recreate the wheel. I just wanted to do on these two particular features. I can conclude that it's not great, but you may conclude different things. You may say like you've had great luck. I'd love to hear all that stuff, all those comments down below. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Subscribing to the channel is obviously a huge help. I put all this stuff out here for you guys. More people that subscribe, obviously by nature, that means I'm helping more people, but I also do interviews midweek. The more subscribers I have, the more appealing it is for people, say in the industry, to find it beneficial to be on this channel and be interviewed, which obviously in turn helps all you. If you could subscribe to the channel, that'd be fantastic. Either way, thanks very much. I appreciate you tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one.